Hi guys, it's me and I'm here to do my resolutions video. It's 2014. I still am kind of having a hard time grasping the fact that it's now 2014. I've been seeing a lot of resolution videos around YouTube and I do have resolutions just like anybody else, and I thought, well, I'll just make a video about it because that way maybe I'll hold myself accountable to them. I don't think I made any resolutions last year. I'm pretty sure in my blog post from last year I talked about like how I wasn't gonna stick to resolutions because I never stuck to them. It was just pointless for me to even think about it. And I think a lot of the reason why I failed in my past resolutions have been because I've either been really preoccupied or busy, or I've been pregnant or had kids, or like my life was changing and it was just unrealistic, and I kind of just gave myself unrealistic goals, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of aiming low and small this year because I really feel like 2014 just needs to be better. I want it to be better. Last year was just a really difficult year for us, as you guys know. I mean, we were recovering from surgeries. We started the year with John on disability from his knee surgery. We had medical bills up the bum. I was in the hospital for, whatever amount of days for my other issues going on. We started some legal issues with, if you follow me. It's been a difficult year. I'm ready to say good riddance to it, 2013 that is, and I'm ready to say let's get this on 2014 and let's, make it happen. A lot of things have already changed in 2014. Like a few days after New Year's Eve, Kaya just decided, I don't want to breastfeed anymore. I don't know, we were down to just nighttime feedings, and one night she was like, I want to read a book, I don't want to nurse anymore. And I really tried to get her to nurse and she didn't want to nurse. And so it was a very symbolic way of her just telling me, I'm growing up, I'm done. And even though it was very heartbreaking for me because this is my last child, and it was just like, I don't know, it was hard to accept, like, oh my gosh, we're done. I was very proud of her because she weaned and was just fine. She just transitioned so well. So Kelly has officially hung up her nursing bra, and I don't know, that's another thing, is it feels like, okay, so that chapter of my life is done. My baby making chapter of my life is done. So now what? Kind of is where I'm at right now. I'm so used to my body functioning for somebody else, whether it's been pregnancies or nursing or whatever, that it's kind of weird to think that like I have my body back. Like, I went through all of my drawers and stuff and I got rid of all of my nursing tanks and put them in a pile and all of my nursing bras, and it was just so weird because it's like, holy cow, I really have my body back. Like, now what do I do? Like, what do I do? So that happened this year so far, 2014, starting off with a big bang. But I do have resolutions. Let me get to those. The first resolution is to get healthier. Obviously, I think this is a lot of people's resolutions. I don't want to just get healthier. I want to eat less sugar. I want to be more active. I want to eat more meals during the day, because right now I think I'm down to a meal and a half. What is going on? I don't drink enough water. I don't think anybody drinks enough water, and I don't know what that is about me. I love coffee, so what I've done is I've started to force myself to have a bottle of water before I'm allowed my cup of coffee in the morning, so I'm usually like chugging it. So that's helped. But I want to be healthier. I am not super unhealthy, but I am not the healthiest that I could be, and I think that would definitely help with some of my depression and some of just, anything. I'd really like to start taking a Bikram yoga class, and there's one that's offered here on Saturday mornings that I could attend, but my husband's not really down for it, and I don't have a lot of friends that live near me. My best friend lives like an hour and a half away, and I don't think she'd be down driving the whole way over here just to take a class at 7 o'clock in the morning. But I really want to like start doing something like that. I've thought about joining a gym, but I mean, let's be honest, when am I going to get out to a gym? I haven't left the house since Sunday morning for groceries. We've been snowed in. This is now day 6 that I am at home without leaving the house once. I took a shower today just because I was going insane. Like, how am I supposed to get out to go to a gym? So I don't want to waste money on a gym. So I thought, oh, I'll take a yoga class, but I have nobody to take one with, and I'm a pretty confident person, but when it comes to like stuff like that, it'd be more fun if I had somebody to share it with. But regardless, I want to start exercising. I want to start being healthier. I think that it would just really help me. Also, the Depo-Provera has definitely caused me to gain some weight. Well, that and Scotcheroos. But the Depo definitely has, I've gained some weight in my face. I've gained some weight in my tummy, my thighs, stuff like that. And I knew that was going to come, but it's just still, I mean, nobody likes gaining weight. And I know I'm not fat, and I'm not overweight, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that I want to be healthier. So that was a long explanation for number 1. 2, I want to sleep more. Who doesn't want to sleep more? Oh my gosh. I'm just tired. I joke all the time with John. I've been tired since 2005. No, nay, 2004. Because I got pregnant with Ava in 2004. She was born in 2005. And let's just face it, once you become a mom, you don't get one restful night's sleep. And especially with Ava, even when she was away at her dad's, I would either I worked 3 jobs at one point, and most of the time worked at least 2. So I was either up till 3 o'clock in the morning closing down the bar because I was the bartender, or I was not getting a good night's rest because I was worrying what was happening with her. You know, so you just don't sleep. So I haven't gotten sleep, like a restful night's sleep, since I was 17. So I would just love just like a week's worth of just like really good sleep, you know? Some of it's my fault. Like now that all of our kids are actually sleeping through the night, mostly every night they sleep through the night. You know, TD, and of course Kai still sometimes has her hard nights, or sometimes Wyatt has his hard night, but most of the time they sleep through the night every night. So my excuse as of right now is that I've been either doing laundry or catching up on YouTube or my blog or doing things like that, and really I just need to go to bed at a good hour. So I want to get more sleep. I think I would be a lot less like anxious if I slept more, and I think I would just be happier all around. So that's that. 3, I want to let things go. I have a tendency to hold on to things. Not necessarily grudges. I've really worked hard on changing myself for the past decade, as you guys know if you saw my depression video. I was a terrible person. Let's just say that. I was not a nice person when I was a teenager, and I was just very depressed. And so since then I've learned to let a lot of things go, but there are still things that I can't let go of that I wish I could, whether it's stuff that's happened to me, or like I'm working so hard on letting my past abuses go. I really am. But if you've been abused, you know it's not so simple. And like most days I'm like, all right, cool, like I don't even think about it. But it's still there to a certain extent, and I really am trying to let it go, especially because the person my abuser is part of my family, so I see them sometimes, and it's a long story, but I want to let it go, and I'm really trying. There's also other little things where, you know, somebody will say something to me or be hurtful to me, and it's not that I can't let go of the anger towards them, I can't let go of what they've said to me. So whether it's true or not true, I just tend to nitpick, like pick it apart, you know, and think like, why would they say that? You know, what's wrong with me? Or did I deserve that? That kind of thing. And I just need to let it go. Or like comments here, I just need to let go of just some of the things that people say online. Like I just need to let it go. I'm not saying that I can't let it go, I'm just saying it takes me a while, and I just want to just learn how to just poof, you know, just be done, kind of, if that makes sense. God, I'm talking so much. 4, I want to be not so much OCD. John probably wishes that too. I love a clean house. My house is the only thing in my life that I feel like I can control in regards to its cleanliness. Obviously, stuff breaks all the time. I can't control that, but I can control where the toys go. I can control where my clothes go, where the kids' clothes go. I can control how my kitchen is organized. I can control those things, and I can't control anything else in my life. And that's why I think I hold on to my OCD-ness when it comes to cleaning and stuff. I want to be able to just not be so stressed about it though, because I sometimes can't go to bed unless like the whole house is vacuumed or something in the kitchen is clean. Like it will keep me up at night, and I'm so tired of being that way. I just want to be able to just relax a little bit more and just not be so uptight about it. 5, I want to be less angry, and I want to yell less. I have such a terrible temper, and I'll be the first person to admit it. John will be the second person to admit it. My kids will be the third. I don't know. I've heard that it could be an Asian woman thing, because a lot of Asian women here because I've mentioned this before, and I've gotten tons of emails saying, oh my gosh, I'm the same way. Like, it's us fiery Asian women. And I don't know. Or maybe I get it from my birth mom. I don't know them. But I hold on, I bottle stuff up, and then finally it just like explodes, and it explodes in a bad way. And, you know, I wish I could just be less like that. You know, I just want to be more chill, I guess. I want to yell less. And it's not like, I don't scream at my kids by any means, but like, say they're across the house and I'm like, needing them to come here. I yell for them to come here, and rather than just like walk up the stairs and go get them. And really, I should just walk up the stairs because, you know, I'm not getting any skinnier by not walking up the stairs. Like, I'd be doing myself a favor. But I just yell because I'm being lazy, and I don't want to be that way anymore. I also, you know, Wyatt, for some reason, he's either deaf or he just doesn't want to listen to me. I don't know. I can tell him or ask him to do something kindly for like 8 times and he just won't even listen. But then I'll raise my voice a little bit and then he's like, what do you want? And it's just like, ugh. So I always fall back on yelling, and I'm tired of yelling. So the past 2 days I have not yelled, and I'm very proud of myself. Trust me, it's been hard, but I just go to the bathroom if I'm getting really frustrated, and I just sit there and I just cool down. So 2014, I want to forgive myself. I want to just forgive myself. I'm really hard on myself. I apologize too much to people, even if it's not my fault. I don't know why I do that. I think it's just because I'm very... I don't know. I think it's because I've done some horrible things in my life when I was younger, and I just feel like I still need to make up for those things, and I just apologize for everything, you know. And most of the time, I've had such terrible criticism from people and just some terrible things said to me that I just kind of... It's not that I have a low self-esteem, it's just like ingrained in me that usually things are my fault. And I've been blamed for so many things by so many people that everybody always tells me like, oh, it's not your fault, they're just being this way. But when you're blamed for everything, for whatever people's like problems are so many times in a day, you just finally start apologizing even when you're don't need to be. Does that make sense? So I just want to start forgiving myself. I need to start just loving myself a little bit more. I don't know. There's a lot of things in my past that have happened that I still blame on myself, that I know aren't my fault, like my past abuse or my issues with abandonment, or just things that have happened that I know aren't my fault. Like, I know, my brain knows that it's not my fault, and counselors have told me that they're not my fault, but I still feel like they're my fault, you know, being taken advantage of in high school, or you know, even being taken advantage of as a child. Like, I, for some reason, blame myself, and then I blame myself for, you know, it's your fault the way you turned out, you know, that kind of thing. And I just want to be able to forgive myself this year, so that I'm going to work on that. I feel like I'm just like babbling at this point and not even making sense. 7, I want to touch my face less. So if you guys watch my videos, oh my gosh, I touch my face all the time. Right now I'm literally sitting on my hands so that I don't touch my face. I'm usually like always touching right here, which is probably why I'm breaking out all over here, and I touch my neck, which is why I have so many zits right there. I don't even try to cover them up, I don't care. But I touch my face a lot. And then when I don't have makeup on, I'm like touching my face whenever I talk to people or make videos. And it's not, I don't know what it is. I think it's a nervous tick because I just want to be moving my hands when attention is drawn on me. I can't sit still. I'm like bleh. And so I touch my face for some reason, which it's annoying. It's super annoying for myself. It's super annoying to you guys and anybody else looking at me. Like, I don't know. So it's also come to the point where I'll have a full face of makeup on, and you guys know I don't wear makeup every day, so I forget the times that I'm wearing makeup. So I'll be like out full face of makeup, looking real good, talking to somebody, and then I get frustrated or tired and I'm like, ugh, and then like, oh crud, like I got makeup all over my face or my hands. So I need to just stop touching my face. So I've been sitting on my hands so that I don't touch my face. So I want to do that. Also, I want to start taking care of my face better because this is the only skin I'm gonna get. It's not getting any younger. I have lots of not crow's feet, but I have wrinkles right here. And you guys don't see them a lot. I don't know. Can you see that? Those are wrinkles. Because when I smile with my whole face. And I'm Asian, so like whenever I make any type of intense like facial expression, which let's face it, I'm very intense as a person sometimes, my eyes just constantly crease. So if I smile or do anything, like there's just creasing. So I want to start taking care of my face because, like I said, I'm not getting any younger, and I don't know. I just want to age gracefully. 8, I want to spend less time online and on my tablet and phone, as I am online right now. Usually when the kids are napping, or if John's at home and I want some like me time, I just go straight to the internet. I want to do that less. Not because I'm not spending enough time with my kids, but because I want to start spending more time like reading or thinking about a career for myself or crocheting or just doing something, you know, something that's not in front of a screen. So that's something I want to work on this year. 9, I want to save more. So John and I are on one budget, as you guys know. We do pretty well for ourselves. We're not rich by any means. We live within our means. We, you know, I don't want to say that I want to save more like for the future. I'm not saying that because we do. My thing is more, I want to save more for something very specific. And the very specific thing is I want to save for a honeymoon. John and I never went on our honeymoon. We spent our honeymoon at an IKEA with his family. We bought a house, or actually we were closing on this house when we got married. Like literally over the time we were getting married, like we were signing papers and then we moved into our house. So we spent all of our money on our down payment and furnishing it. So, I mean, I don't regret doing that because I'm so happy we're, you know, and we own a house and we have the things that we do. But I really want to take a honeymoon with my husband. We started having our kids really young because he's 38 and he was 33 or 34, I don't know, something like that. And he didn't want to wait longer and I didn't want my kids being super far apart. So we started having kids pretty, like, right after we got married, and we just never ended up taking a trip. We've never taken a romantic trip together, ever. I don't think we've maybe been away from all of our kids, just me and him, I think once or twice, and it was only for like an overnight during a work function. So we've never done anything special, and I just really, I want a honeymoon with my husband, and I want to go somewhere. So that is my goal for this year. I don't know how I'm going to accomplish it because we have to save for so many other things, and we have medical bills and obviously the day-to-day things, but I want to try to find a way to make money myself this year to take my husband on a honeymoon. Like that's a really strong goal of mine because we need to be together, like just us two, because this year was really hard for us. We had a lot of lows. I would say we've had the most serious lows of our marriage this year just because this past year because it's been so hard and having kids and all that. So I want to go on a honeymoon with my husband. So there's that. And then last but not least, I want to appreciate things more. Not people. I appreciate people. I love people. I love the people in my life. But I want to appreciate the small things more, or the little things more. You know, whether it's a really nice day or really good food or the ability to just live or my kids' smiles or whatever. Like, it sounds really corny, but I feel like there's so much negativity in the world and so much complaining that I do that I just want to stop and just be happy. I want to appreciate the things that I have, you know. Crap's always breaking in our house. It's an old house, you know. We're super upside down on it. I think we're like $40,000 upside down on our house because of the economy. And you know, I can bitch and moan about it all I want, but really I should just appreciate the fact that I have a roof over my head, our house works for us, and my kids are provided for, you know? So it's stuff like that. So those are all my resolutions. Kind of lame, I know, and some of them didn't really make sense, but they make sense in my mind, and that's all that matters, because I'm the one who's trying to resolute them. Is that a word? No. I want to buy a dictionary this year. Anyways, those are my resolutions, and I want to make more videos. I'm going to pop that one in right there. I want to make more videos because, as I just said, I didn't want to spend as much time online. But by that I meant just like surfing online and killing time online. I don't count making videos being online because this is just, yeah. But I'm going to burp. I want to be less gross this year. No, that probably would be a good thing to do. See, I'm moving, I'm working my way up my face because I stopped sitting on my hands. I want to make more videos this year. I want to be more present on my blog because I love my blog. I love my blog. Can I just say that? Like, that's where I started. I love it. I've had a lot of great opportunities because of it, and I just love pouring my feelings out there because whether it's a year ago or 2 years ago, I always get random people who email me because of a post that I made like a long time ago, and they're just like, this really resonated with me, and I love that. So I want to continue doing that. It's like my online diary. I basically say everything and anything that's on my mind or happening. So I want to do that more this year, and I want to make more videos that are relevant to people. I just want to do more this year. So that's it. I'm gonna go because like my hands are falling asleep now because I'm sitting on them and I have a really bony butt. But I will talk to you guys a little later in my next video. I have some really exciting stuff coming up. Like, I'm really excited about some of the reviews that I'm about to do. But of course I'm not gonna talk about them right now because if I end up not doing them for like 2 weeks instead of like a week, somebody always gets mad at me. So yeah, but I have exciting stuff coming up. If you haven't already entered my giveaway, I have 2 going on right now. I have 1 on Snowstopper Mittens over on my blog, babybellykelli.com, or I have my thank you giveaway. There's a video somewhere on this channel about it, and yeah, I will talk to you guys all in my next video. Bye.